Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for swinging by right quick. We got some good Xbox news out in the media today. Actually, all week. Since Kane's gone, seems like they've been able to turn it around. You know what I mean? Almost the game, which is good news. You know what I mean? Digital Foundry, Eurogamer had a pretty good write up about them, and then the video, which was dope. You know what I mean? I see some of the games that I was looking forward to, especially like Quantum Break. That looks interesting. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the live stream in the chat. You'd be so kind. Like I said, hit the like button, tweet it out. Like I said, I got to get ready for the multiplayer podcast. But the multiplayer podcast gets kind of crowded, sometime. And if I don't piss with me, and when I do these different shows, I like to see the other people shine and do their thing. You know what I mean? This is how I am. So I want to say this here. You know what I mean? Just in case I don't get to say it on the multiplayer podcast. You know what I mean? You never know. You might get a cat fight in there. You know what I mean? So this is my issue, okay? And if you don't understand this, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to show you something. Actually, hold up. I'm going to the wrong thing. I'm in the wrong spot. Let me show you something. Let me share my screen with you in a second. Hold up. I'm going to share my screen with you, okay? In a second. All right. Sweet. Here we go. Share my screen. Present to everyone. Oh, my God. Make this smaller. Let me make this a little bigger so you guys can see here. All right. Now, listen. I was under the impression that this was Lucky Tail, Super Lucky Tail, same game. That this was a new game. I didn't know this was an actually Oculus Rift VR exclusive type game. Lucky Tails, now Super Lucky Tails. You know what I mean? So the game was pretty much horrible on the Oculus Rift. And again, I thought this was a new franchise, but it's not. And the direction, and this is what I question, and again, was a little over the top, with my, yes, I was, you know what I mean? But the message, even though, like I said, YouTube is entertainment, the message is ever so clear, So what I don't understand, and when I say, and it is what it is. What I don't understand is that you guys know I'm an Xbox guy, you know what I mean? How you say, quote unquote, I bleed green. I got about 50,000 you guys out there saying how much you bleed green, which is cool. I think it's dope. You know what I mean? So when I tell you that when I'm voicing my opinion, it's coming from a, it's not coming, from a troll perspective. Like if somebody's not going to buy the console, when you got some people who always got something negative to say, no matter what Microsoft does, and they give you the reason why they're not going to buy it. And, it's crazy. Like even like I said today, when the Digital Foundry the video came out, a lot of people were happy and ecstatic. But you had to read some of those other comments, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, you know what I mean? Because even like with that, we got to be honest here. We can't act like this generation hasn't all been about power and who had the better version of the multiplats. You know what I mean? But back to what I was saying, the direction of Microsoft and where they're going now, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Now, again, you take a game like Super Lucky Tails, right? And take a game like Super Lucky Tails, and the fact, again, that they took the money and the resources to lock this up or whatever the case may be, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. Let me show you. You guys can probably see this right here. Let me show you guys can see this here also. You know what I mean? Super Lucky Tails. I don't know if you guys can see this photo, that I got up there. Xbox One X. Then you go down. Hold on, I'm gonna go back. Then you go, hold up, where should you go? Where you go? Where you go? And then you go down to the bottom of the screen. They got Zoo Tycoon, Disneyland, and Rush. I mean, they took the money, the resources to 4K enhance these games right here. Or even this game, Record the Definitive Edition. Like, I don't understand this, man. I don't understand this. Look. This is our holiday lineup for 2017. And you wonder why I'm a little rattled? You got Forza Motorsports 7, cool. A AAA franchise for those that like simulation racers. Kudos. Forza 7 is top of the top. There's none better, right? Cuphead, oh, okay. Looks interesting. Super Lucky Tales. Record the Definitive Edition. Disneyland Rush Zoo Tycoon. What am I missing here? And you guys will wonder why I'm worried about the direction of this company. My thing again is this: how do you come out so you started off strong, right? Because again, I keep going back to this. You guys call me a Donnie D fanboy, but every game that we played thus far, more or less, that we enjoyed, that we talk about, just came from Donnie D. You know. So when I asked the question, what has Phil done for the Xbox that got you singing his praise? You know what I mean? How you say men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Give me that game. It damn sure ain't Super Lucky Tales. It damn sure ain't Recall. Come on, man. We got to be honest. You know? I hear you. I read you guys' comments. I hear your prayers. Listen. What I think is dope, man. You know, I got some loyal guys that rock out. You know, I appreciate it. I go down my friends list on Xbox. I'm not missing my messages. I got about 200 messages. Next gen don't turn pony. I'm not turning. Listen, I'm an Xbox guy, okay? And we're gonna ride this thing till the wheels fall off. But if you want them to do better, or if you demand better, you know what I mean? You have to be honest. I'm going to give you an example, right? You take the civil rights movement, right? Listen to this one, tell me with this, right? Now, I understand civil rights has nothing to do with video games, but here I'm going with this, right? You take the civil rights movement, right? And, you know, when blacks couldn't ride the front of the bus, right? And they was out there protesting and marching with their signs. No one cared about you protesting. It wasn't until they stopped riding the bus and that it affected the bottom line that things change. That's when things change. You know what I mean? So here I am at a crossroad. I've been waiting forever for this console. I like graphics. I am a graphics guy. You know that. You know me. I'm a shallow person, man. You know, I would take beauty before brains. Listen, hey, man, I'll put my flaws on Front Street, okay? I make no calls about that. I tell you what it is about me. You know? May not be the best husband. Sometimes I may not be the best father. But what I am is, I know for sure, I'm a true Xbox fan. Maybe that may seem a little harsh. Maybe I'm embellishing a little bit. Maybe I'm going over the top. But you see where I'm going with this, man. Okay? I'm not one of just say hate. I have no reason to. The word, like I said, when people say stuff like that, makes us like when they say when I'm critical of Nintendo, I'm hating on it. How can you can't hate on something that you can afford or buy? Most people are gonna hate on something they can't get. That's never the case, even with Nintendo. I may be a little over the top, a little bit, you know what I mean? But when I tell you guys it was Nintendo that got me into gaming, you know what I mean? And to see the way that they are right now, they're former shell of themselves. And I don't want this here to happen to Microsoft. What I mean by the former shell of themselves, you look at the NES, they had all the third-party support in the world. Some of their best games wasn't made by Nintendo. You know what I mean? Whether it's Ring King, Double Dragon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Simpsons, I can go on and on, right? All those games were not made by Nintendo. Listen where I'm going with this, right? Had all the third-party support in the world. Powerful console, you know what I mean? It was all about, look, you know, a lot of you guys don't know that Well, Nintendo's never really been about the spec. What are you talking about? The Nintendo 64 was more powerful than the PlayStation 1. It was just the fact that they chose to stay with cartridges. The GameCube was a much more capable console than the PlayStation 2. Okay? Let me say this, okay? But you see where I'm going with this, right? So anyway, what really made me do this video right now today, I'm gonna go to this article right here, right? You guys, I'm still sharing my screen with you. What the resolution? Give me, you guys just gonna know. Mike Barca talks the Xbox One X. I don't feel like we have to come out with 6 new games just for the X. Okay. I don't know what to say about this. You know what I mean? Listen, I don't know what I mean by that, but you know, hey, dog. There's no. I mean, the X for now. There's not going to have any console exclusives for only for the X. I mean, I think that's already been stated. For now, that may change in the future. You know what I mean? But exclusive wise, you know what I mean? Exclusive wise, you know, I'm gonna go back to this picture again here. Exclusive wise, and you feel like you don't need no new games, bro? Look at this here. Wait, hold on. Let me go back to that. You feel like you don't need no Disneyland, Rush, Zoo-Tycoon? What do they have their hands in the clouds? This ain't the answer. Now listen, I want to come up by saying this, okay? And I don't know if it's the gift and the curse, because I can't wait to play Gears of War. You know what I mean? With the 4K, the HDR, and my thing is the better assets, the better graphics. Okay, that's very important what I'm saying here. Okay, you know, a Quantum Break. I didn't finish that game. I was talking to myself. I'm at the end of it. I was talking to Nethus. I'm at the end of it. I was trying to save it for. Thank you, Chanel Maya. Appreciate it. I was saving it for the X. You know what I mean? A few games that I got that I didn't. I see once they announced the X, and they got an update for the Pro. I see no one put this to the side. For the X, because I like I said, I'm being honest with you. I said last year I wasn't too interested in the exclusives that I knew that was coming out this year, and that's Microsoft's biggest problem. You know what I mean? But I can tell you everything that's coming out next year, more or less. You know, and with no surprises. You know, that's Microsoft's biggest issue. Because then Phil will come out and say, "Well, he have a few deals set in place." But it makes no sense to announce them 2 to 3 years out. Well, the hell I say, I've known about this game's here for about 2 to 3 years. What else? I mean, like, come on, like, like, how long we know about Cuphead? We knew Forza was coming. Like, we gotta be realistic here. We gotta put things in perspective, okay? Phil, listen, you have to give people a reason to invest into your platform, okay? Even though the games may not come out now. That's not the issue. The issue is when you cancel games, not that they're pushed back, because it gets us talking, you know? The Last of Us 2 may not come out probably until the PS5 comes out, or right before. That's how Sony normally does it. You know, right before the PS5 gets here, maybe we may get the Last of Us 2. But you know that it's coming, you know? We didn't get God of War this year. I said you wouldn't, but we know that it's coming for conversation. And again, the same thing for the Xbox One X. I don't know. Outside of Sea of Thieves, Crackdown, State of Decay 2, which I do want, Forza Horizon 4, which I do want. You know, I will hope to hear something else again from Killer Instinct, but I don't know what's to come. Like, what? You know what I mean? You know? And this art style, like, I don't know what the hell, man. Again, like, listen, I don't know. Let's talk about they lost their identity. You do not have the Nintendo's, and I'm not trying to take a shot at them guys, but this is not what Xbox guys are into, man. Look at this art style. Now, Super Lucky, Cuphead, like I said, and again, it's something retro and remind me of the cartoons that I used to see when I was younger. So it kind of pulls out at the nostalgia strings, okay? But again, this is your holiday lineup right here, more or less. Disneyland, Rush, Zoo-Tycoon, Xbox One Enhanced, Super Lucky Tales, Xbox One X, Recore, the definitive edition. You know that goddamn game is dog shit. Recore sucks. Trash. Super, man. Let me calm down, man. Let me calm down. I'm gonna scream this shit, man. But this pisses me off, man. It does. Because it seems like they don't have a clue. Or they just, I don't know, man. And somebody got people buy the Xbox One because they have the biggest exclusives. Maybe they may make more money because of the multiplayer aspect of it. You know what I mean? You know, I'm gonna be honest about that. You know what I mean? The multiplayer thing with the Gears, the map packs, and the Halo 5, those games are forever gonna make money. I get that. And PUBG, I'm sorry, I forgot about PUBG. PUBG is coming, okay? But again, I said it to say this. It's by them making statements like that, you know what I mean? Lets me know that they don't know what the hell is going on here. They don't hear what the people are talking about, you know what I mean? The biggest swipe against the Xbox right now, people said it has no games. Now listen, and I'm gonna be listening. And for those of you that say don't have no games, okay, a lot of you guys were the same ones were hyping up multiplats, which I love the multiplats. I do, you know what I mean? You won't find an exclusive well, in this day and age that will be bigger than any AAA multiplats. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. I've been saying this for how long? My tone don't change. Like I said, I'm starting to believe now. I hate to say it, but maybe it's not the context of my character, but the color of my skin. Because the things that I'm saying now, ladies and gentlemen, I've been saying for at least 2 to 2.5 years. I haven't changed and I haven't wavered. I was just quiet, patiently waiting. You know what I mean? And again, I don't want to seem like I'm Debbie Downer because I am really excited for the Xbox One X and the better graphics. And I'm excited for that. You know what I mean? I hear some things also. You know what I mean? And what I was telling you guys last year, who was told to me, and I'm not saying I'm the biggest tech guy. You know what I mean? That multi-plat wise, well, just or someone trying to say, well, I'll give you an example. Like, and I don't have a problem with this guy. I'm just giving you an example. Stone Fox Media, all right? When he said that the Xbox One X is going to checkerboard like the Pro is really going to get the X, but you're not telling the whole story. The X is going to have the better textures. You know what I mean? The better shaders. You know, we're not just talking about resolution and frame rate. It has a much higher memory bandwidth, so it can give you the resolution and the how you say quote unquote the PC textures or the 4K assets, whatever. I mean, you can't do that with the Pro. You know what I mean, not saying that you can't, but you can either pick a higher resolution or you can do the textures and stuff. Which I'd rather they do the textures and the shaders and just let the console upscale. You know what I mean, to whatever. But shall I digress? So again, I don't want to seem like I'm just down on Microsoft, and I know it's and also too, I think I'll put out a tweet early today on Amazon about the Xbox One X. I'm gonna get me a soundbar too. I see the Adobe Atmos soundbar, but that's what I was looking for. But it was back in stock, and I see Crap just put out a video that it sold out again. Let me see. I don't know. Video games. Here we go. Video games. Search that again. Let me see what's going on here. Oh man, Xbox One X. There we go. Bestseller. Oh yeah, sold out again already. I sent it. I put out the tweet this morning that it's back in stock, but it done sold out already. You know what I mean. But anyway, man, this is your boy Next Gen 720. Actually, let me go to my chat and see you guys. I'm sorry. They got a collector's edition for this game. I wasn't too impressed with the gameplay. Let me see what it comes with. I don't know. I wasn't too impressed with the game. Let me go to the chat, see what you guys ask me some questions or something. Stop sharing my screen. Let me go to my chat. Here we go. Let me scroll all the way up to the top so I get some good comments in here, man. I wasn't looking at your screen, so if you were saying something I didn't see you. Let me go. I ain't gonna go too far up. All right. Z Black Rider, what's going on? Z, get up. Hey, Black Rider, get up with me, bro. I see you signed up with the Patreon. Let me know what you want to do. You trying to come on the shows or what? Get up with me, man. Thorough, what's going on here? Lex Hazard, what's going on, baby? This is the VR games Lucky Tales. What I'm saying, I thought it was a new platform. Super Villain, what's going on, baby? My man Super Villain be on all the live streams. RXL, yeah. It better be the LL. They won't. then they don't buy Xbox games, and it was free on the Oculus Rift. The same games, and just saying. I said that, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying the first one was dog shit, you know. Tekken guys, what up? You know, RXL played well. Let me see. You got me in the chat. Damage controlling Lucky Tail. No, ain't no damage controlling that, man. No, ain't no. Yeah, hold on. Yes, what do you want, Mike? Go get it. Yeah. There's no damage controlling that. What's up? Who's next? Sticky things. Are you literally saying the same thing in every video? No, it's not about me saying the same thing, because people act like they don't understand what I'm saying. Okay, they act like what I'm saying is not valid, brother. Trust me. I don't like to make it a habit to repeat myself, but when they act like, you know, when I give them these reasons, they act like they're not valid. You know what I mean? Are those 3 games on the bottom of the RD party games? I don't know where to stay. Cyrus, okay. At Zaire, now I see why Zaire's been going off. Stay tuned for more. I like graphics picks Xbox over PC. I'm not. Listen, RXL, you don't know by now. I'm a console gamer through and through. I can care less about, you know, and I like to play with my friends online and talk. That's just me. I don't want to deal with the things that, you know, I mean, I understand. I just like the simplicity of sit down and plug and play. You know, I understand I can hook my rig up to my PC, but I'm more invested into the Xbox ecosystem. I'm more invested into the PlayStation ecosystem than Steam. I don't see what's so hard about that, man. My friends are there. I don't want to play on PC. I want to play that same game, or whether my PS4 Pro or my X, or that same multiplayer, because PC exclusives suck to me. That's not my thing, you know. So I don't see what's like. You know, you're bugging, like you know what I mean. All right, well, like anything, you might say anything here. What's Jason Fonzarelli? Hey, Fonzarelli, hit me up, bro. If you want to come on multiplayer tonight, let me know. I got a spot. Tip Diamond, what's going on? Well, you guys, but anyway, you know, some of you guys, like I said, you get it, man. You know what I mean? Like, that you get it. And again, I said, you know, I think it's dope, man. I was going through my messages on Xbox. My wife like, damn, they love you. I said, yeah, man, they love me now, but Z don't go point. It's not about me going. I'm an Xbox guy. You know what I mean? I'm more invested into the ecosystem. My friends are there, okay? But that's not what I'm saying, okay? If you don't voice your concerns or speak out, okay, they will be, listen, come on, listen, man. Like, this is not even enough for fucking for debate here, man. You know what I mean? Look, like this is what not Xbox guys. Let me show you something. I'm gonna show this to you again, okay? If you don't know. Last time I'm gonna show you this. And you wonder why I'm bugging out a little bit. We don't buy an Xbox for this here. You see this? You see this holiday lineup? This is not what made me an Xbox fan, okay? This is not what made you an Xbox fan, all right? We got one game at the beginning of the year, Halo Wars 2. I don't even like RTSs. And by the sales numbers, you guys don't like RTSs either. Come on. If I got to go out there and get struck up on the cross, so be it. I don't mind. I'm always before my time, man. You guys thought I was some crazy black guy on a corner with a bottle of wine in my hand when I was telling you about the new consoles coming out. I'm used to it. It doesn't bother me right now. I'm done trying to prove stuff to people that I don't know anything. I mean, it is what it is. Whether you believe it or you don't. And I'm telling you this is a problem. Like, listen, like, come on. You got to be honest and be realistic here, man. Like, shit, man. Like, y'all bugging with that, man. That's all that I'm saying. You know? Like, damn. Like, I don't, like, but that's not, and again, you know it's coming from a good, you know that it's coming from a good place, okay? Regardless of how I may spit it out, you know it's coming from a good place, okay? I'm not hating. I'm not damage controlling, okay? I want them to do better. You should want them to do better, okay? You should be applauding me. You know what I mean? For me calling them out with a stop it, man. Stop it. You know what I mean? Like we gotta be honest, man. Like, come on, man. Are you happy with this holiday lineup? Are you? Are you happy only getting Halo Wars 2 at the beginning of the year? Come on. That's all, man. But anyway, man. This is your guy Next Gen 720. We're getting ready to shoot the multiplayer podcast about 8:39. Swing by as always, is a very, very entertaining show. Thomas Frank, what's going on, baby? My man Thomas Franks, he gave me the article too. You know what I mean? RTA, the Chosen King, what's going on, baby? Get at me too, man. You and Z, Black Rider Z, you know what I'm talking about. Get at me. Like I said, we just shot the exclusive show yesterday for the Patreon. Dope. We got a bunch of new people rocking, a bunch of new talent. If you guys interested in getting in, joining podcasts and or getting your brand off, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like I said, get down, support us, get behind us, for us, by us. I'll leave the link here. Again, like much, you know, we're growing, you know what I mean? Broadband bullies. But other than that, like I said, I'm about to get the hell up out of here. And again, I said tomorrow, I have, not tomorrow, sorry, Saturday. I got a video that we're working on for the Xbox One X tear down specs. You know, those of you that are into that type of stuff, it should be pretty good, man. You know what I mean? Actually, believe it or not, the Xbox One is actually more powerful than 60 flops. But those that are into that type of stuff, so working on that. Most likely we're going to do that Saturday, so look out for that. Like I said, if you're interested in getting down with, you know, or just supporting or whatever, joining the live stream. We were streaming last night, having a ball. You know how we do. We cut up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Top Dog said, why do Xbox fans care about what Sony fans think? That can be said the same thing for Sony fans, bro. You know what I mean? They know different. We know no different. Same way Sony fans can't care about what Xbox fans think, bro. That's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like this being, you know, that's just, it is what it is. But anyway, this is your boy Next Gen 720. My man, see what's this? C-Tech said, then that makes sense. Since then, why he is so obsessed about the games? Then who cares if the game is a multiplayer or it has better graphics? Then get it. Hey, my man, which is cool. If I'm so upset about the games, okay, let me explain this to you, okay? And maybe you can look at it like this, okay? Exclusives is what gives a console its identity. The exclusive is what separates more or less the Xbox from the PlayStation. You know, of course, you know the Xbox right now is going to have the better version of the multiplayer until the PlayStation 5 comes out or these next count with it from whoever. You know what I mean? But there are exclusives. You know what I mean? And listen, and again, I must say this: in this day of time, exclusives don't hold the punch that they once did. But you know, I'm a hardcore gamer, and again, I want my, and again, if you don't understand this, I want my preferred console to do better and to cater to, you know, my needs, bro. Like, what's the hard to understand about that? I got, you know, like, bro, like, you can't be. Are you happy with Super Lucky Tales? You? Disneyland? Rush? You? What happens when we drop spot when we don't have any AAA multiplats? You know, we could, you know, this holiday season is gonna be packed, but just because of a time when we don't have, you know, like I said, the big AAA multiplats, it usually come back in the beginning part of the year. Then you fall back on your exclusives, and we don't even have those. So you see where I'm going with this, okay? It's very important, my man. It's very important. But anyway, like I said again, thank you guys for rocking out with me. Like I said, the multiplayer should be funny as hell tonight, and as always, them guys, there's a riot. But I wanted to do this before then, just in case I didn't get to say this and explain myself again, because I see your messages, Twitter and my Xbox, and I just read this article today that I got from my man Thomas Franks, and he said we feel like we don't need, like, what? Let's look at this. Like, what did he say? What the hell did he say? Look at this. This will make me do this right here. Is what prompted this video today. Look at this here. And I said I was gonna go in, and I didn't really go in. You know what I mean? I kept it light. Look at this. This is why. You see this? Your boy talks about Xbox One X and don't feel like we have to come out with 6 new games just for the X. No, okay, but we could add something. You know what I mean? Maybe not 6 new ones. Something. Lucky Tales ain't the answer. Disneyland ain't the answer. Zoo Tycoon. It's not the answer. Recall the definitive edition. That dog shit can't make the answer. Much as you got, again, I'm not liking those that like Forza, but it's a niche title or niche genre. You know what I mean? Not everybody's into simulation races, okay? That's not the answer. Again, this is your boy Next Gen 720, and thank you for rocking out with me. Catch you guys later on the multiplayer broadcast. Like I said, maybe they're in denial. They don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what to tell you, man. Bang.